Okay everybody, welcome to the first video of the mechatronic printer where safety is not really a priority. Anyway, in today's video we're going to be building hot end insulation as well as a quick guide on how to seat your nozzle so that it doesn't leak. So what you're going to need for this is obviously a hot end, some way to mark your ceramic fiber paper, Kapton tape, scissor, Stanley blade. This is a 7mm little wrench for the hot ends nozzle. I've got a 9mm cartridge and a little servo thingy that fits on the servo motor. I've got a ruler and a big pair of pliers. Cool. Now, just for a quick note, the outside diameter of this is 9.5, and the outside diameter of this, as far as I can remember, was 7.9. Okay, cool. So what you're going to do first, let's get into seating your nozzle. So to seat your nozzle, what you're going to do is you're going to put it in first. Let's get this off. Okay, so to seat your nozzle, this one's been seated. Let's quickly unseat it. Okay, so to seat your nozzle from 0, first thing you're going to make sure is that your nozzle ends are flat and flush so that they fit together perfectly. Some nozzles have a PTFE inner. Okay, lights don't want to work. Some nozzles have a PTFE inner. So make sure you take a Stanley blade and just lightly trim that. So you don't cut your finger. So don't put your finger there and then try and cut it. Same goes for the nozzle. If your nozzle has a PTFE inner, then lightly just chop it off. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to take your nozzle, determine which side is down, take your heater block, determine which side is down, screw in your nozzle till it's flush with the face, back it off a quarter of a turn, take your heat brake, screw it in all the way till it touches, then take a nice big set of pliers that you can actually apply some force to it. You're going to put that in there, you're going to take your wrench and you are going to torque it. You're honestly gonna torque it quite a bit. Okay, once it's torqued, I recommend you put it back in your 3D printer, but not screwing it into its heater, into the cooling fins. I suggest you put it in, add a heater block and your thermistor, heat it up to an above working temperature, i.e. If you're printing at 210, I recommend like 230, 240. And then grip it again, give it another tighten. It's to do with metal expansion. Okay, cool. Now that you've got a seated nozzle, once it's cooled down, take it out your printer and we're going to get to insulating it. Now today we're going to be doing the more advanced version, but the normal version will stop halfway. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it on your ceramic fiber paper. Okay, you're going to leave about 2 mils on that side. And you're going to come over and put down another 2 mils. Don't know if you can see that. And you're going to measure it. We're sitting at about 2.3. So now come down a little bit. Put it back on 2.3. This doesn't have to be exact. Make another mark. Bring it out. Make another mark. Cool. Now that you've got this piece right here, we're going to be wrapping this. I suggest when you wrap a heater block, okay, not to make your connection there or there. I don't like this spot, I prefer this spot. This is my favorite spot, okay, and we're going to be going this way around the nozzle. It doesn't actually matter which way, but if you're going to start there, it's going to end here. That's what I mean. So we're going to start with that flat point over there. So you're going to put it down onto your ceramic fiber paper. You're going to put it down. You're going to make a mark. Okay, there we've got a mark. Now from that mark, don't put it directly on the mark. My mark is approximately 2 mils wide. Yeah, 2 mils wide. Now you want some give, so give it that 2 mils. Rather give it that extra 2 mils. Oh, it goes short, long, so you can bring in a long side. Give it its 2 mils, make the long side. Bring in a short side. Give it its 2 mils, make a mark. Bring in a long side. Give it its 2 mils, make a mark. Now that we have a short, a long, a short, and a long, let's mark them off quickly. Now I'm using a really thick pencil, it helps. Short, long, long. So now grab your scissors, and please, when doing this, either wear gloves or wash your hands after working with this stuff. Like really, you don't want to be scratching your nose while working with this stuff, and you especially do not want to touch your eyes or anything. So now that we've got that done, we've got this in here, we're going to determine our measurements quickly. So we're starting there, right? We're coming over to where our nozzle sits. So look down at it, line your pencil marks on each side, and just nice in the middle, push the nozzle in and rotate it slightly. Once it's rotated, grab the 9mm cartridge, check that it's in the middle. Once you know it's in the middle, give it a firm tap and twist. As you can see, I've got a very nice hole, and it fits perfectly within the nozzle. Okay, now double check your nozzle alignment. Cool. Now as we can see in this V5, there's a screw hole just off to the side. So now to make that, that's why I've got the Stanley blade here, to make that little screw hole. And we're going to take it nicely in the middle of everything. By the way, when working with the stuff, be like stupidly careful not to add too much tension to the ceramic fiber paper, because it breaks like nothing. Just keep cutting it. Rather try not to pull it with the knife, rather cut it a little bit. And now we've got that little piece there for our nozzle and our little Allen wrench. Cool. Now we're going to move on. We went there to the nozzle, flat part. Oh look, now we need another hole for the heater core, the heat brake, sorry. So you're going to put on whatever you plan on using to make the hole. Now a cool thing about a heater core is it's pretty close to this line. It's like thereabouts. So you can just make sure it's in the middle, obviously. Okay, touch it in, give it a good tap. Once you've given it a good tap, you can turn it over and just break the bottom fibers lightly. Okay, there the bottom fibers are broken, and we've got a nice set here. Now what you can do is just do a quick test fit. Yeah, this goes in beautifully. Honestly, this just like slides in and out like it's nothing. I recommend you do the tapping method. I've tried the cut it with a Stanley knife method. This is a way cleaner method. Okay, once you have that, a cool thing to do is now just grab your ruler and just crease it in the middle of your lines. Just give it a slight touch. You don't want to cut it, please. You do not want to cut this. Then you've creased it this side, flip it over. Kapton tape time. I recommend actually physically gluing it to your build surface. So you will be taking your Kapton tape, pushing it down. Remember, this stuff sticks like nothing, so please don't do what I just did. So put it on, make sure it's firmly secured to your build surface first, then look down at it, line it up, and tape it down. Okay, give it a light rub, go on to the next piece. Now this stuff's not expensive, so don't be afraid to go too mad with it. And you would rather do better with more Kapton than less, honestly, because the ceramic fiber paper doesn't have any strength to it, and by no strength I honestly mean no strength, okay, you can get away with using more of this Kapton tape, whatever the hell it's called, please don't correct me. Okay, so I've got one on that side, one on this side, one in the middle. I'm going to do another one on that side, another one on this side, and then only I'm happy with the strength. More is better. Okay, cool. Now that you've done that, and it's firmly everywhere, it's on your desk, this is where the Stanley blade comes in. Now what you're going to do is you're going to keep poking at the Kapton tape to remove everything. Don't try and cut. It works better if you don't try and cut, you just keep poking it. Okay, and you just want to remove the Kapton tape that's in your holes. So just keep poking at it, especially on the corners. Poke, don't cut. Oh, and I prefer using a Stanley blade over using the blade in the knife, because it gives me more control over the blade and the knife is heavy. Okay, there's the first little piece that's coming out now. Okay, that's the first little piece out. Okay, that you can throw away. And be sure not to cut the tape too far in, because don't go into your hole, rather cut a touch out than a touch in. Remember, just keep poking until it comes loose like by itself. Okay, there we go, there's my two holes, nice and cut out, right? Now what you can do is pick one of the sides to cut off, okay? I suggest cutting off the side where your heat break goes through. That's going to be coming along the top. So cut the heat break side over there instead of that bottom side. Okay, don't throw that away, we're going to be using it again. Now over here, just go about 1 centimeter over, approximately 1 centimeter over, and then give it a good firm cut through everything. Once you've done that, simply carefully remove it from your build platform. Okay, now this thing's been seated, so slip it over your heat break first. Okay, remember those creases we made, the gaps we left? Yeah, I do too. Okay, now before bringing this last one over, double check that this, bring it over and just look. See, mine's a bit too long up here, so I'm just gonna quickly grab my scissor and trim off about a mil. Okay, now that the mill's turned off, add a slight bit of tension to the entire unit. Okay, and then check, will your tape, my tape will. So I'm going to take my tape, I'm just going to cut a bit of a V into it. See, if you guys can see that, but I've cut a V into the tape. Okay, so you're going to bring it nice, just add a little bit of tension, you don't want to tear this stuff. And then bring it over, and now that V was so that it fits around my heat break. Okay, good news, you're halfway there. Grab your scissors and just start chopping away at the sides. I would go carefully and slowly, honestly, you don't want to stuff up now. Okay, just keep cutting. And don't breathe in this stuff. As far as what I can tell, it's very bad for you to breathe in. Okay, excellent. Now these little pieces that we left remaining here, what I would, you could, there we go. These little pieces are remaining here. Okay, grab one little piece, cut it in half. So I've been using 10mm Kapton tape, so you got like 2 little strips of 5mm. Yeah, there's a little strip of 5mm, and especially around your nozzle, it tends to have more stress on the ceramic fiber paper. So just bring it around the nozzle, and then when you put it down, put it at a bit of an angle and add some tension to it. It's good for the tension. Same here, come back to here, come over your nozzle and bring it in. Okay, and if you've got any that overlap, just snip them off. Okay, I'll do that next to my heat break, and next to my nozzle, and yeah, in front. In front's a very cool one. So see over here in front by the nozzle, I take a piece of Kapton tape and I put it longitudinal to what all the other Kapton's running. Added strength to this thing. You want more strength than less strength, and snip off the excess. Okay, and one last place where I would add is over here where this Allen wrench is. Just put it down in there and put it on. Now what's cool with this is you put in your 3D printer. If you see it lifting, okay, I wouldn't bother too much, worry too much, at your own risk. I actually, with my 3D print, if I see it lifting, I physically just come and like block it down even while it's hot, running 210. Okay, so now that's the end of your beginner heater core. Now for your advanced heater core, coming back to this piece, and please don't worry about my desk has survived worse. Now for your advanced heater core, you would decide which way your heater core and thermistor goes in. If it comes in from this side, okay, then make a thing for this side. If it comes in from this side, make a thing for this side. But if you have a heater core that sticks out a little bit, you know, I wouldn't really bother with the sides. But if it's really bothering you, what you can do is you could make, see, I'm going to cover this part here besides the heater core. So you can make like a little blocky, 2 of them actually. cut them out. Cut them in half. See now, here's my heater core. Here's the little hole, and you're just gonna plug it down on the side where the heater core isn't. If you can see that. And to me, I don't feel that's necessary. Like, honestly, I don't feel that's necessary at all to add that little extra bit. But yeah, but your main points to watch is next to your nozzle. Make sure there's enough Kapton tape over there, and next to this. So thank you all for watching this video of the mechatronic printer. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you could hear what I said, and hope you could follow along with this tutorial. And remember, safety is only a priority if you advise it. Otherwise, yeah, it's not so much.